Hello football fans, we are back again to bring you the latest football news from around the world. Today we have 3 interesting stories to share with you, so let's get started. So the major news from the Premier League this weekend was that Raheem Sterling was left out the Chelsea squad as they played Manchester City. Now this came to a shock to most people, as this was a sudden move by Enzo Maresca and nobody knew about it. Everybody thought Sterling would be starting against Manchester City. Now Sterling wasn't just left out the actual starting lineup, he was actually removed from the whole squad. This has caused major shockwaves in the football news. The reason for this is Chelsea have never stated that they wanted to sell Raheem Sterling or there was any issues between Sterling and Maresca. It was all of a sudden, Sterling, you're not playing, you're out the squad, don't even travel to watch the game. After the game, Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca spoke out. He stated that Raheem Sterling's omission was a technical and tactical decision. He then also said that he wants to keep all his players, but there's just too many of them and they all can't be in the matchday squad. Former England legend and now turned pundit Alan Shearer was speaking after the game, and he thinks that Raheem Sterling has already been told to find a new club after he was omitted from the game. Shearer thinks this is not a good situation for Raheem Sterling. He stated, look, Sterling has been training all pre-season thinking he's going to be playing for Chelsea. Now all of a sudden he's kind of been told to leave the club. This is not the way you treat players as they are human beings. Moving on to our second story, we turn our attention to Real Madrid. Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti confesses the problem is clear as Mbappe, he endured a miserable debut. The opening day of the season for Real Madrid was against Mallorca and they were actually held to a 1-1 draw. Ancelotti said after the game, last year I was happy with some draws, but not today. We could have done much better. I don't want to make excuses, but we have to do better with our attitude. You can learn from these games, but the problem is clear. Our balance is not right. We didn't play well, we didn't defend or attack well or link up the play well. A lot of people have stated that Mbappe was roaming around from his number 9 position and running into Vinicius Junior's position, and they were both running in the same places and causing a major imbalance to the whole game plan. Many people stated before Mbappe joined Real Madrid that Vini Jr. and Mbappe cannot play in the same team as they both play in the same position. And unfortunately for Carlo Ancelotti, this first game is showing that those people are correct. Now on to our last story. New Napoli manager Antonio Conte is already feeling the heat and having a mini meltdown as his side was thrashed and demolished 3-0 against a team called Verona, who are relegated bound. Conte spoke out after the game stating, "There is only shame I feel. I feel ashamed as a coach. This has really happened to me in my entire career. My heart is bleeding. Let's see if the players' hearts will bleed in a couple of days." Conte then said it could take 6, 12 to 18 months for him to bring Napoli back to the top. If you didn't know, Napoli finished in 10th place last season. Conte has already spoke out and challenged the Napoli board, as he told them they must invest in the squad to progress. Conte is happy to sell his star striker Victor Osimhen to bring in transfer funds. He has 2 players on his wish list in Romelu Lukaku and Scott McTominay. Conte has told the board if they do not bring in new players, he may leave the club. This is crazy after only being in charge for 2 months. There we have it. Let us know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on Chelsea and Raheem Sterling? Are they treating players like human beings or just like objects? How about Real Madrid and Kylian Mbappe? How can Carlo Ancelotti fit Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe in the same team? And lastly, let us know your thoughts on Antonio Conte. Do you think he's going to stick around at Napoli if they don't sign anyone? He does this at every club, you know. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it'll help our channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you next time.